For a flawless complexion, always start with moisturiser. It's key that you have a nice base and your skin is well hydrated before applying any foundation. Now I'm going to use again my daily moisturiser and I'm going to apply it all over my face. And this just allows the makeup to sit really evenly all over the skin, and it will give a beautiful bounce to the skin. And there we are, ready for preparation. Next, I'm going to conceal any little blemishes that I may have, redness, around the nose area, around the cheeks. Sometimes you get a few little blemishes on the forehead or around the chin area. And I'm going to use a colour corrective product to do this. And I'm going to use a green shade, which might seem a bit strange, but it colour corrects the redness. So when you apply a foundation on top, it just blends in evenly. Now I'm using my fingers because it actually helps to blend it in very nicely. Sometimes with a brush you can get marks, but it just depends whatever you want to use. I find this quicker as well to use my fingers in the morning because I simply just pat it on. You can even see straight away there, it just takes down any little bits of redness. I sometimes as well, on my eyelids, I got a little bit too much redness on my eyelids. So that's correcting all that there. And don't be afraid of the green, it's basically a colour corrector. So once you put your base on top, it'll vanish into thin air and you won't be able to see it. So all around the nose, and just make sure you've covered everywhere. Now the next part I'm going to use is a concealer. And in the concealer, I'm actually going to do a triangle V underneath the eye area. And this is going to help with any dark circles. And again, you can, if you want, you can use a brush. I find it just as easy when you're doing it on yourself, just to use your fingers. But you can also use a concealer brush. So you can use either or. And then again, so you're just tapping it under the eye area. You don't actually have to make a very physical V because that can be a little bit too heavy on the concealer sometimes. But if you look straight ahead then, it will look like you have light product under the eye area. Blend that out. And then simply as well, anywhere there might be a little bit of extra discoloration or pigmentation, you just add a little bit of concealer to that too. And the top of the brow area sometimes as well. And next, I'm going to add my foundation with and foundation wise, I always pop on the back of my hand, and I tend to use less is more. You can add it, but it's quite hard to take away if you put too much on straight away. I'm going to use my little gadget, and then I'm just going to start applying as normal all over the face, just making sure you cover the entire face over the lids. Remember to blend the jawline, top of the lip area, and the nose. And the key to the perfect complexion is just to blend it out. This is why tools like this are great, because it blends everything for you. But you can also do this with a normal brush or a sponge, or you can do it with your fingers. But if you're short on time in the mornings or in the evenings, a sponge or this is really, really great. Now I'm just going to pick up another little bit of foundation, just making sure it's all blended into the hairline, around the nose, up between the brows, there. And then I'm just going to set it with a really soft, gentle powder, translucent or something very soft that's similar. And again, start down the nose area, underneath the eyes. And I'm being very gentle with this. This is simply just to set everything, just take away any extra shine, and just give a really even, flawless complexion. And there we go, flawless complexion in a few simple steps.